Hello there everybody, and welcome back to part 6 of MegaMan Legends 2. This is going to look a little bit different because I've changed my recording method for the game. I am also going to go back to Kalinka Island because there are a few things I missed in the town for parts for special weapons, and I realized that to repair the flutter, it doesn't come up later, you just go down to the talk to roll option. And she'll ask you for 2,000 zenny to repair the living room and the storage room that is directly next to it. And there is a scene that you can get later because you can't go through to get to it if you don't have the living room open. But also, there is a part for the vacuum arm, which is basically the exact same thing as MegaMan Legends 1 in the storage room. And here's one of the things I missed is some mechanics notes. These are for creating the homing missile, which is essentially the active buster from MegaMan Legends 1, which for the most part in MegaMan Legends 1 is like the second best weapon you can get. It locks on, it deals a ton of damage. I believe that in both games you can get their energy to max, where it never runs out of ammo. And I come into these people's house, and for some reason they have a broken vacuum on their bookshelf. The broken vacuum goes into the vacuum arm, so another reason I'm coming back here. And I don't know how long that guy was stuck on Forbidden Island. His wife looks significantly older than he does, and she does mention that he didn't age at all while he was on the island, but it looks like he's in his 20s or something, and she's in her 40s, so that she's got some face wrinkles going on there, and he looks like a very young guy. But those are the things I was missing from Kalinka Island. And just because I moved, like I moved the flutter from one spot to another, the repairs were already done on the living room and the storage area. So I just talk to roll, I confirm, repairs are done, I can go in whenever I want. So now we're going to finish exploring the flutter because I could not go into those rooms beforehand. First, we're going to take a look at the living room. It still looks very much like it did in the tutorial section of the game, but there's no TV in here anymore. That is something that seems to have exploded with the fire, which, you know, I can understand. For some reason, we have, it's either a painting or a picture of the flutter inside the living room. Got a little, a French press here is what it looks like, making coffee. And the bathroom through the living room. It's apparently Mega Man's job to keep the tub clean. And their mirror is made out of some kind of material that prevents it from fogging up, which everyone should have in their bathrooms. Why is that not a thing? And back into the kitchen. I'm very curious why they use a gas stove in the flutter. I think you'd have an electric stove. You're flying around. I wouldn't think there's all that much support for a ship burning down mid-flight. Apparently they only recently bought a dishwasher. The dishes are magnetic, so they stick to each other and don't fall out of the cabinet, which again, that sounds like it's a really nice thing. Maybe they should just be made out of material that doesn't break as well, but... and the tiny storage area. Got a couple of shelves on both sides, and whatever this little chest is has the broken motor so that I can make the vacuum arm. And that is the end of the flutter exploration. Nothing else really... There's no other rooms to explore, but as you talk to roll throughout the game, she will say that she wants some extra things, The next thing I believe is a refrigerator, and she says, I think she says, like, there'll be a surprise in the refrigerator when it gets installed, which is kind of an odd thing to say before you even get one. So I've made the jet skates, the vacuum arm, the machine gun arm, and you have to look at the mechanics notes so that they identify them as being a note about a tracking system, and then the bottle rocket and the radar notes make the homing missiles. So here I put on and upgrade the vacuum arm, but I shouldn't have upgraded the energy. It's basically useless if you don't increase the range and the special first. Because I am going to be going into an optional ruins in Pakdi Village on Manda Island. I think that's right. It's not Pakdi Island, it's it's Manda Island, Pakdi Village. There's an optional ruins that you can get to right away that is the best place in the entire game for farming Zenny, which is really weird that you can get like the most value out of your time for money this early in the game. So, a little chill place here. I'm gonna equip my jet skates because I actually do have to go in and put those on. Mega Man can like hit jumps. If I hit that little hill there, he would have leaped up. And we got some serve bots. We'll get you this time. If you beat us, we'll just come back for more. Miss Tron said not to tell you she's hiding in the village. Ah, whoops. Miss Tron is back. Bigger and better than before. Oh, well, that's great to hear. You're gonna lose this time. He looks like he has a very somber face on. Just completely no emotion. This one looks real happy, though. You'll have to get through us if you want to get to the village. If you knock us down, we'll stay down. Huh? Wait, that's not right. They just seem so, like, innocent, but also... Oh, God! I didn't mean it, buddy. I just ran up to you. I didn't mean to kick you. What's this? It looks like a ruins or something. Should I go in and explore or not? Do you think it would be dangerous? Oh, I'm going in and exploring. These ruins have two enemy layouts. So, I come in here and I see the frog. I don't want the frog, because the frog indicates that the enemy that is best for farming is not in the dungeon this time. So, I'm going to go up and down a couple of times, because you don't want to see the frog immediately in that first hallway. The frog indicates certain enemies are in there. I enter it and you can hear the frog again. So it is again not the right enemy layout. I don't want the frogs in here. But I'm still going to kill it for a little bit of extra money, since I'm going up and down anyway. So go back up one more time. Come back down, and there should be a chest in the first hallway of the ruins this time. Not hearing any frogs. You got a chest in the hallway. It's a fake chest. It's a mimic. Mimics are very prevalent in this game compared to the first one, for whatever reason. And not just the ones that shoot out grenades. There are now ones that will stand up and charge at you, which were not things in the first ones. I am mostly just going to avoid those guys with the shields. They are not worth my time. They take so many hits to take down. If I don't use the like exploit or glitch to make myself fire extremely fast. I think I can hit them maybe 3 times, and then they'll put their shield up, and I won't be able to deal damage to them again until they start trying to fire their gun at me. So you can always tell when it's a mimic when you open it, because it will not put away your HP bar or your special weapon bar. You just open it, nothing happens, and you're like, oh wait, that one's not a real chest. There are a few holes in the wall that I'm aware of in this game. I'd say they're more well hidden, if you want to put it that way. They blend in more, they're not just black holes on the wall like they were in MegaMan Legends 1. And we got some snakes. There are some places in this game I allude to slightly by looking up there where snakes fall down from the ceiling, and you will see them before they do that. I don't believe that happens yet. It was just something, I saw one snake on the ground and I was like, that doesn't seem like a correct amount of enemies in a room. And you'll notice that when I open that chest, I got a bomb schematic. Those are, again, notes that Roll can use to create a special weapon. I don't remember which one off the top of my head. I'd assume it's like the grenade arm in this one. But kill some more of these frogs. You'll notice earlier that one of those frogs like absolutely pinned me to a wall. But also that the vacuum arm is almost entirely useless with its current stats. It has the energy for me to hold down the button for a while, but you saw that the refractors and those health crystals were hardly moving to me at all, and that is because I had not upgraded the special or the range at all. So this golden Reaver bot here is worth a ton of money. All of those purple refractors, those giant purple refractors are the best refractors that you can get in MegaMan Legends 2. And this is the mimic I was talking about, where it actually stands up and charges at you. Those purple refractors are worth like 1,000 zenny each. And I did a little bit of farming in MegaMan Legends 1 with the ruins where you have those, like, the hives that those little wasp reaver bots come out of. But every time you want to farm those guys, you have to completely leave the ruins and come back. Whereas in MegaMan Legends 2, the best farming spot is this one, because this guy always drops about 6,000 zenny, and all I have to do is run in, kill it, turn around, go out the door, and come right back in. And he spawns again. So I'm going to show you again. I was about 6,000 zenny. I got from somewhere 13,000 something to 19,000 something. But just do a little bit of farming here before the next part, because I gave some money to Roll for the repairs. I'm going to be giving her another 5,000 for a refrigerator, and I honestly just want to have the homing missile a little bit stronger before I continue on. And the vacuum arm is super cheap to upgrade, so now that I saw how useless it is without the special and the range, I'm going to invest just a small amount to bump those up. But see, just go back and forth, just keep killing it like this. It does have a lot of HP, and if you walk up to it, it will charge at you and will probably deal about half your HP. Even though I am only a B-class digger, I did not go in to get my A-class license or anything. And also, getting the A-class license would increase the amount of zenny that it drops every time you kill it. But again, it would increase the amount of HP it has, and it would increase the amount of damage it deals. So you might even be able to get to a point where this thing would one-shot you if you don't, like, upgrade your HP or buy the padded armor or something. But you'll see, so far, since I've entered these ruins, I've gained somewhere in the term of about 42,000 Zen. And most of that, I got like 30,000 just from killing that robot, or that Reaver bot, like 5 times, which makes that an insane spot, and I will be coming back later to fully upgrade a couple of things once I've gotten a little bit further into the game, because there is no other place where you can get money that fast. These little flying guys explode when you kill them. They take me 3 shots, and this one gets just a little bit too close. You can get hit by that 2 or 3 times because the explosion has multiple layers and is so large. Got more of these frogs as I'm coming through here. These ruins are not particularly large, so it does not take much longer to get through here. You'd have seen that there was a wall behind that golden Reaver bot that drops all that money. You don't really even need the drill arm for that, because the wall doesn't really serve a purpose. Got another mimic. I'm trying to target the mimic, but for some reason it doesn't want to turn around to the thing closest to me. And some more of these guys, I don't know what you'd call them. They like get this electric force field thing around them, because I don't think I actually ever got close enough to activate that in the early part of the game. Those guys are in the first ruins. So there's the elevator to go lower. I'm not going to go lower yet. I'm going to finish exploring this floor. Use my jet skates to get around here faster. For some reason, I just go, was that the door I came in? Yes, it was, because I can see down the hallway. So, I had like a senile moment there for a second where I didn't realize that this was the way I had not been yet. Got another crack in the wall. And that is a good amount of Zenny to be finding this early on in the game. 6,500 just from a hole in the wall. Got some more Zenny for some chests. Again, it's something I kind of wish that they wouldn't do in the MegaMan Legends games. I don't need to find Zenny in chests. I'm looking for buster parts or special weapon parts, you know. And this one's a mimic, because my HP bar didn't disappear when I opened the chest. Fastest, easiest way to tell. The moment that you hit circle, your HP bar slides off of the side. Yeah, that doesn't happen. It's a mimic. Turned around real quick there just to make sure that there were no cracks in the wall. And go on to the last part of this floor, I believe. Another one of these guys. This one I'm just going to kill regularly, and you will see how bad it is. You have to wait until he puts up his gun arm, because if he doesn't make it to the point where he puts up his gun arm, he can move his shield back fast enough, because there's like the animation of him putting it away and then pulling the shield out. You only get like 5 or 6 shots in, and then he puts the shield back up, and they have so much HP. Like, killing this guy is such a chore early on. And he was guarding a chest. It's not a chest, it's a mimic. I don't know why he's guarding it. It can guard itself. It's able to kill you too. And another hallway with a chest at the end. And more mechanic notes. So these are again things that I will have to have roll identify so that you can make a weapon using the notes. Some more of these big guys, they literally don't move at you if you don't get close enough. They have that weird like electric force field thing, and I think they shoot an orb at you, but I have no reason to get close enough to allow them to do that. So, and got another chest. More Zenny. Finding a lot of money in here. It's not particularly what I'm looking for, again, because I could just farm it at that one golden Reaver bot. And this is the other side of that wall that the golden Reaver bot is on. That wall basically serves no purpose. Like, why is it there? You could walk around it. See that I'm panning around. That was the room with the Golden Reaver bot in it. The drill arm would only serve the purpose of giving you like a shortcut to get around here, but it doesn't block anything. So I don't really see the point in that wall. So I'm gonna head back around and go to that elevator that goes down another floor. And check my map to make sure I'm going the right way. I keep hitting the start button, and the start button just pauses. It does not open the menu. The select button opens the menu, and it's just kind of an odd thing to me. It's like how in MegaMan Legends 1, every time I walk up to an NPC, I do a little hop right in front of them because I go to hit the X button instead of the circle button. And X is jump and O is talk to people. And it's the same in MegaMan Legends 2, but I'm not doing that as much. I think I still do it occasionally, but it's nowhere near as prevalent as it was in the first game. So, elevator going down, and you should recognize very much the Reaver bot that I end up facing over here. And look at who's back. It's the boss from the first ruins. The Kalinka Island ruins. And he's even still got the little tailbone thing sticking out. It's still a weakness. It still stuns him. I'm a little bit stronger than I was at that point. So he goes down, and that asshole had to explode on me. So I took a little bit of damage there at the end. Coming in here and killing him and taking this refractor only serves the purpose of getting you more money. The refractor that is down here sells to a merchant, I believe, for 30,000 zenny, which, again, not bad. It's not super great considering I can just go back to that Golden Reaver bot, farm it 5 times in like a couple of minutes, and get that much money. And it becomes even faster when you upgrade your vacuum arm so that you don't even have to step into that room. You literally just like open the door, you use the rapid fire trick on it, and then you just immediately vacuum up all of the zenny. So that is what I plan on doing at some point. Just come back and do a little bit of farming so that I have a whole bunch of expendable cash, because there are some gifts that you can buy for roll in this game, and after you get the gifts, she lowers the cost of upgrading your special weapons, I believe, by 10%. And even though one of the gifts for her costs, I think, 100,000, getting some of those costs down by 10% is so much more valuable than that. So that was me exploring the optional ruins right outside of Pakti Village. And that'll be the end of this part. And then we come into the next part. Gonna have to deal with Tron. So, hope I see you guys in the next one.